thanks so much for being here. I'm Teresa from 360 Handmade Bags, and this is Murphy, and you see him and most likely Frankie in a lot of my video tutorials. So today's tutorial is just going to be short. I'm doing a lot of these little short how-to specific details in bag making and getting them all lined up and ready to publish further on down, only because of the fact that I am having surgery at the beginning of April. So I want to be able to have a lineup of videos in my arsenal so that I can publish them while I'm recovering from surgery. All right, so Murphy's saying hi, and he always does. All right, see you later. And you will see him a lot in the background of my videos. So today's tutorial, I'm just going to go over how to put a zipper pull on, only because of the fact that when I started bag making 3 years ago, okay, so a little backwards here. I've been sewing since I was 12 years old when I first started taking home ec class in grade 8. And my mom had taught us to sew over the years, knit, crochet, and embroider. And I hated it. I hated hand sewing and I hated embroidery. And I really didn't like sewing at all either. But I took home ec starting in grade 8 when I was 12 and in high school because it got me out of gym class. And then I started making my own clothes. Back in the late 70s and 80s, because I worked Young and St. Clair in Toronto at a high-end reinsurance company, and I wanted to have some really nice clothes in the office. And I was only 17 when I left home and moved to Toronto and started working as a secretary at a high-end reinsurance company. All right. So fast forward to now, I started learning bag making 3 years ago, only because of the fact that I was always on the lookout for that perfect bag and wallet for me. I haven't found it yet. I make tons and tons of bags, and maybe that's why I haven't found the perfect bag, is because of the fact that I'm just so loving making the bags. So the number one thing that stumped me to no end was, how do you install a zipper pull onto zipper by the yard? So this is what I use. I don't buy the pre-made zippers that have a zipper stop or anything like that. This is way less expensive to purchase your zipper by the yard this way. This stumped me. I couldn't get it. It didn't matter how. And of course, YouTube was not in its infancy, but how-to sewing tutorials. Oh, here comes Frankie. How-to sewing tutorials were fairly new. At least I thought so, because I was fairly new. But anyhow, I tried and tried. Literally, it took me over 3 hours to put one zipper pull on. A lot of swearing, a lot of tantrums, because I just couldn't do it. And then I was looking at the tutorials, and people were using a fork to hold the zipper pull on, and all of this. I just couldn't get it. So you know what? Sometimes it still doesn't work even now, and you just have to take a breath, step back, and keep going. So I'm hoping that maybe this tutorial on how to install a number 3 zipper pull. So this is a number 3, it's just a scrap piece of zipper tape. It has smaller teeth and it's narrower, and this is a number 5. So these are the two sizes of zipper that I use in my bag making. I predominantly use a number 5 zipper tape. You can see the difference in the size of the teeth. They're nylon. I don't use metal. And so you can see how this is bigger teeth and wider, and this is finer. And of course, your zipper pulls are much teenier. Number 3 zipper pulls are my nemesis. So that's one number 3. Then you can get some really fancy ones like this one. And yeah, number 3, so maybe that's why I don't use them as much. And then of course, number 5, you have all different kinds of zipper pulls, and you can get even more fancier than this. So just to let you know, I buy all my zipper by the yard from Amazon. And I have my Amazon store link in my description, in the description box below. But it's a Canadian link. So if you see something, click it, and it might bring you to, give you the choice to go to your country's Amazon link. But I just want you to know that it's a Canadian link. So my zipper by the yard, as an example, I get 10 yards and it lasts a long time. And it comes with the zipper pulls, which is a lot. It's a huge saving. So as an example, a number 5 zipper tape by the yard is 10 yards. And I might get, I don't know, anywhere from 15 to 25 zipper pulls with it. I can't remember. It all depends. So the silver teeth, it came with like the bottle cap, or it could have come with this silver pull. Now, I prefer these silver pulls. They are a good quality. I'm not saying that the bottle cap ones aren't. Bottle cap style, they are smaller and they're good quality actually. But I like these ones, and my customers like these ones better. And the reason why is they're thicker. There's more to grab onto. It's a longer zipper pull. There's nothing, bending or flipping around, especially when they're older people. My mom has neuropathy in her fingers and hands, so she wants something that she can grab and that she can see, and that it's not big. So this is a really, really good one. And this comes with the zipper by the yard too. So when you're on Amazon, just make sure that you look at the zipper pulls that come with that specific tape, because I know that these zipper pulls could come with the silver as an example, or these zipper pulls, or there could be other ones as well. In fact, the Lake Blue zipper tape that I have, which is Lake Blue teeth on the Lake Blue tape, it came with these blue ones. It's the same style as this silver, but it came with these blue ones here. In fact, this bag here, I use the Lake Blue zipper tape on the back. You can't see it, it's too high up. All right, so I'm just going to switch the camera around, and then I'm going to show you how I do putting a zipper pull onto zipper tape without using a zipper jig or a fork or anything like that. So we'll see you in a sec on the other side. All right, so now I have all of the zipper by the yard pieces and my zipper pulls, and this is a zipper jig that I got from Emmeline Bags, and I have to make sure I find the camera. So this, I guess they stock this on Emmeline Bags in Alberta, and it's a zipper jig. Now, I've never had a lot of luck using these. I don't know why. I'll try it, but I'm not sure. So with the zipper jig, you put, okay, I gotta find the camera. All right, you put it in backwards like this. So you have it pointing up. I need to get some light over here. Okay, so you have the curved part pointing upwards, and the back of the zipper pull is here, and on this side you have the pull. Now what you do is, so I'll grab the number 5, get this in the camera. I'm going to see if I can do this because I'm looking over top of my camera. Pull your zipper tape apart like that, and then what you do is you feed it into the 2 ends of your zipper. Just like that, and then you pull. Oh, I did it. Whoa. Oops, I don't want to pull it all the way off. And anyway, there you go. You have it on. And hopefully the idea is to make sure your ends are even. Mine probably aren't because of the fact that I'm doing this standing up, looking through the top of my camera. All right, so that's kind of how you do it using a zipper jig, which I never use. Probably I don't, and it doesn't slip. They've got some non-skid stuff here, but you can get all different kinds of zipper jigs. This one I bought, like I said, off of Emmeline Bags. All right, so let's just take this off. So when you have your zipper tape, usually it's together on the roll, and the roll is big, so I'm going to go this way. So I'm just going to put this back on so you can see exactly how you're going to get it. Okay, so this is how you would cut your zipper tape off of the roll. You would take a lighter to the ends after you put your zipper tape on, your zipper pull on, just to make sure that they don't fray. Now, typically this is pretty exaggerated, but you can see that one tooth is sitting higher than another. So what you do is you just pull, so the whole tape is together, the zipper is together, and you just pull it apart a little bit. You feed whatever side the higher tooth is, whether it's the right side or the left side, is the side that you feed your zipper pull onto. And you slide it on, just like that. You have to pull this a little bit, and then you take the other side and slide it in the other side. Now, you're going to see that it's wonky, that your zipper pull is crooked, and you don't want that. You want your zipper pull to be straight. These zipper pulls are kind of long, so it kind of hides what I'm doing. But what I do is I kind of push my teeth together to line them up, and you can see there's a bit of a bulge here. And what I'm going to do is, so this side is sitting higher, I'm going to take this one. Keep your finger on the flat edge of the zipper pull or it's going to pop off. So take the one side and I just kind of pop it up a tooth, and then I line it up again, and I make sure that my zipper pull is straight. I hope it's not going to go flying off. Now my edges aren't even. Typically they would be even if you cut it straight. And then I take my finger, always keep your finger on this flat edge, and then I pop it down, and you're going to feel a click. And then I take it and I hold it, and there I pull it. And you can see that there isn't a bulge. You're going to have a gap. You'll always have a gap, but it's not going to be a bulge. Now I'll show you what it will look like if it's on wrong. Okay, so it did go on right because we still have that one tooth still sitting higher. So let's pull it apart again. You see, notice I'm doing this on the number 5 zipper because they're easier. They're also a bigger zipper pull, so it's easier to hold. All right, so if I put this on and my zipper pull is wonky, and it's not, it's pretty straight. So I'm going to kind of pull this side one tooth, and it's wonky, and I'm going to push it on. You see how there's a bit of a bulge here? And you see how we have 2 teeth now showing instead of just the one. So you can see that it didn't line up. You have a bulge here along the edge of your zipper tape with whatever side the bulge is on. So that means your teeth have not lined up and they're not straight. So if we take it off, and the bulge will follow all the way down, and that could make lining up your zipper inside a zipper box or a zipper sandwich or anything like that, that could make a difference in how your zipper is going, well, it will make a difference on how your zipper is going to lie. So if we do it again, and I'm going to make sure that it's straight. Yikes. Well, Frankie's on the She gets it into her head to start doing, as soon as I'm not watching her, she gets into a lot of stuff. Okay, and there it's on straight again. And there should only be, oh, there's still 2 teeth, so no, it's not on straight. Let's just pull this apart and I'll put it back on. Okay, so I have it even, and now you can just, if this is cut straight with your scissors, you're just barely going to see the one tooth that's sitting higher than the other side. The other example I showed you, it was, I wanted it obvious so that you could see, but this is how you're actually going to see it when you cut it off your zipper end, and see how this end matches up, even though I haven't cut it straight. Okay, so I'm going to pull that apart. The right side is sitting higher. A lot of this is by feel. I do a lot of things by feel. So, all right, so there the zipper pull is definitely out of alignment. So I'm going to just pull up on this one side, pull it by a tooth, line up my teeth. I'm sorry for all the movement. Push it down, and hopefully we've got it this time. Me doing this upside down. Nope. You could hear her in the background. She's being silly. Okay, there's my zipper pull is straight. I'm going to push it on. A lot of times you might hear it click. There we go. And you can just see the one tooth is sitting higher. It's not quite as lined up, but there is your number 5 zipper pull. Put on your number 5 zipper tape. All right, let's do my nemesis. So this is the number 3. And you can see that the higher tooth is on the left side. So as you get good at doing this, you don't even have to worry about what side the higher tooth is. I apologize for my nails. I don't get manicures. My nails grow too fast and I'm cutting them all the time. And this is the ones that give me trouble because they are so small. Just let me trim that. Oh, all right, I won't trim it. I will use the other side. It's a little straighter and not fraying. So there's the higher tooth on the right side. All right, it's not straight. Keep my finger on the flat edge. Pop this side up because this is the side that needs to come up, the right side. Oh, see, it just popped off. I'm not kidding. It was the number 3 that took me 3 hours when I first started all of this bag making. I'm telling you, I was going to quit right then and there just because of these things. Just pull that. You kind of heard it click. Line up your zipper tape, your zipper teeth right to there. Make sure it's still sitting. You can still see it's still sitting crooked. So this side has to come up one more tooth. Doesn't take this long. Well, maybe number 3s do, but pop it on. I did it. Woohoo! All right, there we go. Our number 3 and our number 5 zipper pulls. Put on our zipper by the yard tape. So I hope that this has helped, and I hope that you're able to do it. So like I said, I hope that this tutorial has helped. It's just very short. I wanted to get these little tutorials taped. So I have one for how to put a zipper pull, a number 3 and a number 5 zipper pull on. I have one on how to do the butler method on the ends of the zippers so that you wind up having, you know, the curves like this on both edges. And then in that same video, how to make a faux leather fabric pull to fit into the little slit here so that you have something to grab onto. And then the other one is how I make a faux leather strap, and it's for the Sorella that I made that I did that video for on how to do a faux leather strap. So I hope that these little tutorials are going to help you and that you have learned something, because I really looked for these tutorials when I was starting out bag making. And like I said, the number 3, it's still my nemesis. And it took me literally 3 hours to put one of these zipper pulls on the zipper tape. And it was like I said, I was going to stop right then and there with the bag making, but I'm glad that I didn't. So in my next tutorials, like I said, I want to get a lineup of all these little ones so that I can publish them after I have my surgery on April 2nd. I have this very large hernia, abdominal hernia right here. And so finally, after a year of, there, that might help. So finally, after a year, and my surgeon wanted me to lose 20 to 30 pounds, and I've lost right now 30 to 35 pounds, and I still have just under 2 months before the surgery to go for me to lose more weight, which is good. I'll have that done, and I don't know how much recovery or what I'll be able to do as far as sewing. So I want to have all these little videos ready and up and running to publish while I'm 6 to 8 weeks or more recovery. The other kind of videos that I'm planning on doing, this is my Jack, move you down. This is my Jack industrial walking foot. And one of the things that when I bought it used off of Facebook Marketplace, New Year's of 2024. So I've just had it a year, and it didn't come with a manual. And when I contacted the sewing store in Mississauga, where the person who originally bought it during COVID, I contacted them if they had a manual, because there was nothing to show me how to thread the needle, how to thread the system, how to wind the bobbin. Nothing. There was nothing, and there's nothing online. And if there is something online, it's in a different language, and I can't find anything in English. So one of the things I want to do is to show you how I wind a bobbin and I have a Jack 6380C. It's a industrial walking foot. It's very basic. There's nothing computerized. There's no automatic stitch cutter or needle threader or anything like that. And so I just want to do some basic tutorials on how to thread the needle, how to do the bobbin, how to take care of everything. This is a great machine. I don't touch anything. The only thing I touch is changing the thread and the bobbin color. I never touch the tension or anything, and it doesn't matter whether I use Tex 70 weight, Tex 45, 35, or plain old Gutermann Sewzall. It adjusts on itself. Best thing I ever bought. I was using my vintage Kenmore from the mid 70s, and it was a tank going through all my bag making until I got my Jack. All right. Thank you so much again for watching my tutorials. I gab a lot, I know, talk a lot. So thanks so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it from wherever you are in the world. And I hope that these little how-to tutorials on just the simple things like putting a zipper pull on zipper tape will help. So as I said in my link in the description box below, there is a link to my Amazon 360 recommended list store. And it has all the tools that you'll see me using and stuff like that, including different zipper by the yards and but it's a Canadian link. So just keep an eye on that. And also, please like and comment. That really goes a long way to help me continue to provide content and do these tutorials. And I really enjoy doing this, so that, and I love getting comments from people. Somebody contacted me last night from Georgia. I was, you know, I'm just in awe of, I'm a real tech nerd, and I just absolutely love technology and how it has brought everybody in the world together to be able to communicate. And technology is wonderful to be able to share this kind of stuff with you. Also in my the description box, coffee is huge. I love my coffee, and there's a link if you'd like to buy me coffee. Not mandatory, but it's my sustenance. I've always joked that I really need an IV line with a bag right directly to a coffee maker would be perfect. Anyhow, thank you so much for being here again. Like I said, please like, comment, subscribe. On the bottom right corner of your screen, you will see a red subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, just click that. It doesn't cost anything and it helps. And then make sure that the bell notification is set to see all posts, because it defaults to like a highlight or something like that. So you won't see everything as soon as I post it. Alrighty. Thanks so much for being here, and we will see you at the next tutorial. Take care.